Following an off weekend, the #1 ranked women's hockey team travels to Minnesota Duluth for a pair of games this weekend. Both Friday and Saturday's games will start at 3 p.m. Head coach Mark Johnson is here. We'll have some opening comments, then take questions.
Last few mornings we have hockey weather, right? A little frosty and chilly out there. So prior to that, it was still like summer, but we're coming off an off weekend, which for the group I think is real good. We 10 games in, 5 weekends of hockey, and took this past weekend off, and it gives us an opportunity as players to reflect and coaches to reflect on where we are at this particular point, and as we move forward, 5 more weekends before we hit Christmas break. So it came at a good time. The players are in a good place. Kids that were banged up or nicked up, got a couple days off and a chance to recover. And obviously going up to Duluth, my 14 years, it's one thing I know for sure, the games have been very good. So whether they're down here in Madison or up in Duluth, all our games have been competitive. We've probably had more overtime games against Duluth than anybody else that we've played. So this weekend won't be any different. They've been off a couple weekends, and so we'll prepare in the next couple days and get on the bus Thursday to head up for 3 o'clock Friday and 3 o'clock Saturday games.
This shutout streak is a pretty remarkable thing to have happen. As you look through it now, what's the secret to it? What's the key to you've had a week off to reflect on it. What hits you about it?
Personally, I really don't look at it a lot. People like yourself will ask me questions, or I'll get reporters that ask me questions, or I just, as coaches, we look at what's next and what do we have to do to try to become better. And I think collectively, whether you're the coaches or the players or trainers, the people within our group, if we're able to do that and be honest with ourselves, that's the most important task. What do we do next? And so for us is at 1:30 we're going to practice today, and what can we do collectively as a group? We've got a couple players that have been gone the last 10 days. We're hoping they get back tonight, but there seems to be some airlines issues with strikes up in Canada, so I don't know what's going on, but hopefully they get back tonight and we get them back tomorrow. They won't skate tomorrow. We'll get them back on the ice on Wednesday, and then we're on the bus Thursday. And so the streaks, the shutouts, those type of things, it means we're doing well. It's not going to help us with what we need to do Friday unless we do what we have to do in preparation for our games. So it is what it is.
Going back to that, Anne Renee is like 8 minutes shy of Jesse's all-time shutout minutes record, like 440 minutes in a row, not giving up a goal. Is Anne Renee on that level? I mean, Jesse's resume speaks for itself. Like, is Anne on that level?
I think she's on a path to, maybe accomplish some of the goals that she wants to accomplish. Anne got a chance to play for Canada last year in the World Championships, actually got in the championship game. And was playing against Jesse. Unfortunately, both of them didn't play very well the first part of the game, and they both got pulled. And they stuck in other goaltenders. But again, it's a position that takes time. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of effort. And certainly Anne has put herself in position, if she continues to work hard and prepare herself. She has a chance to maybe accomplish some of the goals individually that she wants, and certainly get another shake with Team Canada is something that I know she's striving for. It's a position that Jessie has gotten better at, even when she graduated from here. The last 2 or 3 years, she's much more mature. She's certainly more patient in the position, and just came off another Four Nations victory in overtime a couple days ago. So she's playing very well, and as these young ladies become 25, 6, 7, 8 years old, I think they probably are playing the best hockey they're capable, especially in the goaltending position. And so Anne's on a good path, and hopefully she'll continue to go down that path.
Mark, is Duluth any different with the new head coach?
I think they're different. Their style of play is going to be certainly different from what I've seen, last couple of days watching video. And so, the atmosphere is probably going to be somewhat different. I think anytime you bring a new coach in, they're going to bring in things that they want to do and put identity to the program on some of the things that they think are important. And so, up to this point, they've played pretty well. It's just, new players trying to create more ice time, maybe individually, to impress a new coach and a new staff. But as I mentioned earlier, the one thing I know when Wisconsin plays Duluth, generally the games are pretty tight and very competitive.
Anything else for Coach? All right. Thanks, Mark.